So, what could an ancient old tree and a really clever young boy possibly have in common? Well, it might sound like the start of a riddle, but it's actually a story about something we can all learn from, the wisdom of respect. Let's dive in.
Our whole story really starts with this question. You've got this super clever boy on one hand and this ancient tree on the other. What on earth could one teach the other? It's a great question, right?
Okay, so let's set the scene. We're in this beautiful little village, kind of tucked away in these rolling green hills. It seems peaceful, but believe me, a really important lesson is just waiting to be learned.
First up, let's meet our main character. His name is Raj. And Raj is that kid, the one who's famous around the village for being super sharp, always full of clever ideas. He's got an answer for everything.
But, for all his smarts, there was this one pretty major piece of the puzzle missing for Raj. He didn't really have respect for the older people in his village. And that, right there, is where our story really gets going. So when we say he lacked respect, what does that really mean? Well, it's pretty simple. It just means he didn't have enough of it. It's like having a bike, but maybe you're missing a pedal. Something crucial just wasn't there.
Now, right in the center of the village, there was this huge, incredible banyan tree. And this wasn't just any old tree. It was a real symbol of wisdom. It was the spot where all the wise village elders would meet up to talk and share what they knew.
All right, so this is where things take a turn. This is the moment where Raj's cleverness gets him into a little bit of trouble, and a silly prank becomes, well, something more. So one day, Raj spots the elders under the tree, deep in conversation. But instead of just walking by respectfully, he gets this mischievous idea. He thinks, hey, this could be fun.
So, up he goes. He scrambles up into the branches of that giant tree where no one can see him. And from up there, he starts making funny faces and copying their serious gestures, thinking it's all just a hilarious joke.
And this is a perfect example of what it means to be mocking. See, it's not just about laughing, it's about laughing at somebody in a way that's pretty unkind. Raj thought he was being funny, but his actions were actually hurtful.
But someone sees him, and this, right here, is the turning point of our whole story. It's where a few simple, wise words are about to change everything for Raj. The person who saw him was Grandfather Arjun, probably the oldest and wisest elder in the entire village. But he didn't get angry, he didn't shout, he just looked up into the tree and calmly called out Raj's name. And he said something that just stopped Raj in his tracks. He said that respecting your elders isn't just about having good manners. The real point is to recognize all the knowledge they have, all the things they've learned over their long lives. And wow, did those words land? This is the beginning of a whole new chapter for Raj. This is where he starts his journey on the path to humility, where he finally learns the true power of listening.
You can just imagine it, right? Raj was completely stunned. He'd never ever thought about it that way before. So he climbed down from that tree, and you could see on his face that he finally understood. He looked at the elders and gave them a real sincere apology.
And it wasn't just a one-time apology. From that day forward, everything changed. Raj started spending his time under that banyan tree, not to make fun of the elders, but to actually sit with them, listen to their stories, and even ask for their advice. And you know what's so cool? As Raj got older, he was still known for being clever. Of course. But now, people also started to call him wise. He learned that real wisdom isn't just about being smart. It's about being humble enough to learn from others.
And that brings us to this wonderful quality, humility. What is it? It's that feeling, that deep down knowledge that you're not better than anyone else. It's knowing that every single person has something they can teach you. And that's the big lesson Raj finally learned.
Okay, so that's a really great story. But what does it mean for us? Right here, right now. Let's try to bring this lesson into our own world and think about a situation you might actually face. So, I want you to picture this. You're out with a friend, and they start making some pretty disrespectful comments about an older person nearby. You're standing there, and you know it feels wrong. What do?
Let's look at the options. You could, 1, confront your friend right then and there. But that could definitely lead to a big argument. 2, you could just say nothing, avoid the fight, but then the disrespectful behavior just happens. Or 3, you could go over to the elderly person later and quietly apologize for your friend. It's a tough spot to be in, for sure.
And this really leaves us with a big, challenging question, doesn't it? When you see something like that, is it more important to stand up and correct the disrespect, or is it better to just keep the peace? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining me for this one.